live, in it? Right here. It's the Gene Deal Show. Let's get it. Let's go. If you definitely want to know. Judah, oh my God. Reese, you the first one. You and Jimmy Parson. Starshima. B word. Elon. Who else is there? Gassa, James. Oh, Bigham, you broke the cycle. You was 349. Kevin Curtis was the last one. All right, y'all, how y'all doing, man? Y'all seen the title? Got me one of them. Oh, another one of my members. Pension Life. What up with you, boy? A true dealer. Salute to you. Yeah, I'm in the house chilling, man. I ain't going out the house today. Not at all. I was kind of upset about what the news that I heard about Shaka being arrested and being charged with the murder. Now, if you know and you listen to me, way before this became news, I'll let y'all know Shaka and Jeff is our family. They're part of Slick and the family, been our family for years. When they used to have my God, New School, not New School, Brand Nubian. I was gonna say leader of the New School. Who's Shaka Zulu? Oh my God, bro. What, you 10? Are you overseas? That's Ludacris' manager, man. I'm just kidding with you. Oh, thanks for asking, Sean Bean. Sean, I got twisted. Not only was I drinking, I smoked a cigar, and I don't smoke cigars or none of that. I smoked a cigar, Sean. I think I was high. I'm for real. I was twisted, but the bros took care of me and everything like that. And, I only drink and smoke like that 3 times. That's during my anniversary of my retirement. That's 6/14, which is my mother's birthday. My mother's death, 9/17. And my birthday, 10/16. Those are the only times that you won't ever catch me drinking out like that, drinking to the point where I get drunk. You know what I'm saying? But I'm always in a safe place when I do things like that. Because you know how these niggas try to catch you slipping. And it won't be no slipping over here. Anyway, when that shit happened to Shaka, and if y'all want me to recap it, Shaka was in a shootout coming out of a nightclub, coming out the club. And I got a phone call from Jeff because he was looking for me to come down to Atlanta. And I called Jeff back. You know what I'm saying? First of all, which was really a funny situation, is a week or 2 before that, Jeff was calling me. He said, yo, Gene, I was calling you because, I might need you to take a trip down here. And I was like, all right, okay, that's family. I'm going to go see what's up. If I got to bodyguard them, protect them, or whatever like that, I'm going to go see what's up. And then he called me, oh, it was nothing. That shit was squashed the whole 9 yards. And then to see this shit happen to Shaka just out the blue was crazy. Hi, Miss Went 35. You know what I'm saying? Much respect to you, Baldo Blaze. Anyway, it was crazy. So now, Jeff told me the story, but I'm not going to go into that with you guys. You understand? And that's what was told to him. He wasn't there, but that's Shaka's brother. While Shaka was laying up there on life support in ICU, that's the information I got the next day. the information that I have. So, but what I want to go into y'all with is this. Atlanta mayor and their district attorney them, they want to go after anybody or anything that has to do with any kind of violence with rappers and gang members. And they trying to tie those two in together. Shaka and Jeffnam and that whole ludicrous camp has been exemplary towards living right and doing the right thing in the community. But now they want to go after them too. And because you see somebody getting up there on murder charges, you can indict a ham sandwich. That's illegal. That's something that we see in legal terms all the time. A lawyer tell you anybody can indict. The grand jury would indict a ham sandwich because all the information is given to about a prosecutor. And unless you want to testify against yourself or you want to talk to the grand jury yourself without the help of your lawyer right there, which would be a bad idea because the prosecutor can ask you questions and everything like that, but your lawyer can't ask you questions or help you doing this whole grand jury thing. So that may not be something that you want to take on. So now, with this whole incident that happened, I want y'all to look at this. I was sent something about this dude that was murdered and how good of a kid he was and everything. And I could believe that. Because bad shit do happen to good people. But I want you who have kids they're still at the age where they going out 18 to 20 something years old, they live at home and they partying. Anytime that there's a bad situation or something going down, let your kid know that it's certain shit that you don't get into. It's certain shit that you don't do if you going and you doing the right thing. When the kid parents them said that, oh snap, I thought he was in the bed sleep. That drew up a red flag with me on that situation. It don't mean that it should have caused his death. No, not at all, because he snuck out the house or he wasn't in the house. But anytime somebody is in the commission of committing a crime, and I know for a fact that Shaka is not the type of dude that going out there to commit a crime. But anytime someone is in the commission of doing a crime and you are with them, you can be brought up on charges too. You can be brought up on charges too. And I know one thing. He's going to be vindicated for this. He's going to be vindicated for this. I will tell you this much. It was a private club that you have to have a private invitation or you have to be a member of that club. You can't get in without being a member of that club. Shaka was not leaving. He was going to get somebody who was downstairs. And I think they may have walked to their car, whatever like that, and he was going to get him. Now, security going to come out and let people know that those guys that beat Shaka was beefing with them at the door because they couldn't get in. Bruce Streetley, what up with you, boy? Raquel Rose, she said, yeah. So now, he was going downstairs to get this young lady and somebody else, and those dudes was beefing with security already. Jimmy Parson, I didn't want to say nothing like that, but okay, you know. So now, they upset, but it's a private club. Members only. It's to keep that type of riffraff out of there. Now, Bill Will, what up with you, boy? Let's get on the Atlanta DA, the prosecutor, the mayor and them in whole 9 yards. They are sitting here getting pressured, not only by these kids' family, by politicians, to bring him up on charges, because they know if 5 or 6 guys is beating somebody and one guy pull out a gun and you shoot all 5 of them and they with him, they know they just as guilty as them, because Shaka could be dead right now. And if Shaka would have lived and that guy was dead, the Shaka shot, and some other people was involved, they probably would have been going after them for murder against Shaka. Oh yeah, they're gonna release a lot of more dangerous criminals. They already did that here in New York. What is the grid program? I don't even, King AK-74. I don't even know what the fuck the grid program is, bro. Yeah. Yeah, somebody was Jerry. Somebody was shooting. It was a conversation. It was words, and about them cannot getting into the club because it's a private club. Why you gonna go somewhere and you know, no matter how much money you got? And one of the kids that was with the dudes who was into that, they end up all jumping Shaka, pulling out a gun, and one dude get shot. Shaka gets shot, and one of the kids who was with one of the bad guys, he gets shot too. So I guess Shaka bullet was found in the kid, or proved that it was Shaka bullet who shot the kid, and he died too. So now the Atlanta police officer, the Atlanta ADA, a district prosecuting attorney, want to bring up charges against Shaka. But if they are in commission of a crime and jumping him and beating him up, and somebody pulled out a weapon and started shooting, you can meet deadly physical force with deadly physical force. Or you can articulate that somebody's trying to kill you by constantly beating you, so you pulled out your weapon and you protect yourself. If 3 or 4 guys is beating one guy, that's enough reason to pull out your weapon and protect yourself. So now they want to come after Shaka because this young man came from a good family. God bless him. Because nobody want to see theirs murdered or dead. No mother or father want to bury their child. My mother and father went through that. Nobody want to bury their little brother. But your little brother or your daughter has to know when people are doing something that's against their character, when people are wrong, it's all right to go the other way. You will live to see another day. When you ain't a part of that life, if you don't want to be a part of their life, know that it's all right to get away from that. Yo, fellas, come on, man. I ain't about that, man. I got a career. I just got out of college. I got to go to work tomorrow. Man, what do y'all, come on, I'm leaving, man. I'm not being a part of that shit. That shit is stupid. And leave. Now, this where the law need to be chastised. For the sake of public opinion, they want to bring this man up on charges. When they already got the security footage, they already got the fact that security guards and the witnesses are saying that it was self-defense. And the young fella that was killed is a casualty of him being in the wrong place with the wrong people at the wrong time. But now, Shaka gonna have to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars in legal fees. I've been in that situation before too. Every government, every part of the government judicial system, when they bring an innocent person to trial and he beat the case, whatever he spent on that case, in order for him to beat that case, he should be giving that money back from the fucking government. He should be able to sue the city for every dime he has to spend to prove his innocence when they know in fact that he's innocent. No, Shaka ain't a big Greg Winbush. That's a good statement, but go deeper than that. Greg Winbush said, Shaka has a big name. It looks good for the media. No, Shaka, because I've been through this. They said, Puff Daddy's bodyguard. What did they say first in that media clip? Ludacris manager. Ludacris is the one who has the big name. Ludacris longtime manager. Ludacris longtime friend. Ludacris this. Ludacris that. Ludacris my ass. That's what makes the media. DJ Craig B, salute. Grunt Budney, uprising. And that's what happens when you deal and you be around somebody with a famous name. Uprise, thank you for that. Marcus Kelly, what's good with you, boy? So now, I believe the judicial system has to change their ways and change their ways when they bring somebody to court. See, listen here. We are taxpayers. I believe everybody who come, the majority of the people who come watch me are taxpayers or have paid taxes in some form, whether it was a summer youth job, whether it was a regular working job. Some of these people that come watch me are taxpayers. The majority. So you have to spend I had to spend like $27,000 on one case, countless of dollars on other cases. But you got to spend your money like that and you don't get it back. They should be responsible because they take your tax dollars and fight against you. Chevron TV. They take your tax dollars, the taxes that you pay every month, and they fight against you in court. So why can't I get my tax money back? Why can't I get my money back that I got to pay this lawyer? Because if you make a certain amount of money, you can't get no 18B. You can't get one of those court-appointed lawyers. Not at all. They don't give it to you. You got to side eye those men who look at other men and be like, yo, you got to get a haircut. I ain't cutting my hair until my birthday. I got to find me another barber. Or I trim myself up myself. Do the best I can. We know that B-World, yeah, the government real shady. He said he's slim shady. Oh yeah, they can get more than $1 million from you and you still go to jail. Addicted to shoes, true crimes, and I can't see the rest. But good afternoon to you too. Q-Rock, what up with you, boy? You back? right. Yes, yes. When October hit, I'm going to be wearing my shirt. October was made for leaders and legends. LOL, I'm not going to run. It's no more. Don't worry, I got to be back in there tomorrow. Okay, appetite for chick. She said you worked in the system and the lawyer was, Love knows that she worked in the system, the lawyer was in bed with his client in the next cell. There was a lot of situations. Azara Mahamud from the UK, what up with you? But anyway, getting back to this, y'all, is that you see how even when you write, and I know some of my viewers, and you are a person of color. Lula Bean, what's up, mama? Lula Bean is a member. Go Lula, go Lula, go Lula, go Lula. Thank you, ma. I appreciate you. Welcome to the G's. Behavioral music, what up with you? So now, even when you can't be right, what they're telling you is that you can't even protect yourself and your establishment. When you're a person of color, you can't protect yourself and you can't protect your establishment. Not at all. Drama Hawk Promotions, what's good with you? Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So now, the system is about to make this a big, because they already got the evidence. They know. They know he's going to come with some of the best Atlanta lawyers. They're going to try to say that this young man really had no part of the incident. But they know he was with the people. So he was an innocent bystander. If they show this young man throwing a punch, throwing a kick, or not grabbing these guys away from it, not participating, that's going to be another story. But if that young man threw a punch, threw a kick, or did anything out the way that shows that he was threatening the safety of Shaka, that's going to do more than help his case, and they're going to have to throw it out. Because the person that he was with was committing a crime, was being assaultive and pulled a weapon and let off shots that threatened somebody else's life. Did you know that you could get in trouble? Motherfucker say, hold on, I'm finna go in the car. I'm gonna go in the store. Or I'm gonna go in this bank right quick. I'll be right back. He go in there and rob the bank, and he get in the car and he drive out and say, man, what you did? You said, nigga, I just got the bank. I robbed they motherfucking ass. You what? You better nigga pull this motherfucker over and let me out right now. Because if you don't do that, you robbed that bank too. If they catch him a block away and see you get out the car, when they come and see you, you better not say, man, I don't know what happened. I say, listen here, man, nigga told me rob the bank. I said, yo, let me out. I'm not going to jail for your buffoonery. That stupid shit. Miss Dana E. Moultrie. She said, guilty by association. I remember who you read it in my book, when I met my kids' mother, I was with some dudes, and she was like, no. Birds of a feather flock together. Birds of a feather flock together. She was not talking to me. I should have flew the coop. Some people won't say that, man, I don't know. He ain't say nothing to me. He ain't say nothing to me, so why you jump out the car? This ain't nowhere where you live at. Where were you going? Gabriel Atwood, thank you, sir, for that super chat. Appreciate you. Greg, I said that in my last show, man. You know, security will stop a lot of this stuff from happening. But then you have to have the right type of security. This type of security that y'all got a relationship and they know that if something happened to them, you gonna take care of their family and you ain't gonna let nothing happen to them while you doing your job. Even if you have to lay down your life for them. Coco the real caller. Crystal, you just came in. I explained why he was being charged, Crystal. And you just coming in talking, so why is he being charged with murder if he innocent? You don't know the justice system. What did I always tell y'all? She's blind. You ever seen a picture of the justice? She has a blindfold over her eyes. She don't care who's innocent. She don't care who's guilty. All she cares of who tells the best story. Drama Hall promotion, they always do that. They always act like security is bad until they get them off their ass. Until security get them off their ass. Four or five niggas jumping one dude. Security get them off. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. I'm glad y'all was here. Be the same nigga in the club the next week talking about, yo, fuck security, they suckers. Nigga, did we just stop four niggas from jumping you? Shaka was shot in the chest, man. Shaka was on life support. I mean, Shaka he was in intensive care, man. They ain't know Shaka was gonna make it or not, man. That's real talk. Shot in the chest, bro. So that's where we at, man. That shit is crazy. Y'all have to understand this, man. A lot of this shit, especially when it comes against us, is politically motivated. Hey, Miss T. Miss T a member too. Miss T, she's a member. Miss T is a member. Miss T, go ahead, is a member. Ah, shout it out. She said, yeah. First of all, man, any rapper make enough money to take his man who no have no criminal record, that was a good dude, strong, nice with his hands, you understand what I'm saying, like that, and send him to tactical school for training and firearm if the nigga got the heart. If nigga ain't never do it they self or whatever like that, any rapper makes enough money that they could send their best friend, somebody who loved them, one of their family members, who got heart, to tactical training school. Get them licensed to carry. Greg Waters, what's up with you? You understand what I'm saying? They could do that. And they won't be faced with this dumb shit. A lot of that shit will be stopped. A lot of times, I stop shit way before it even got to him. You could peep game. Nah, I like the Johns is all right, but Johns ain't messing with Goodfella. Charles Smith, stop it, bro. Stop it. You talk about in the county. Nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that, Charles. We ain't doing that. Nope, 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 nope. You can get a double St. Paul at the one on Goodfellow and Datchel Bridge. Stop it, Charles. We ain't doing that. Hey, Miss Parker. Ooh, Miss Parker. Them yellow and gold, them purple and gold. And she's a member? Ooh. Go ahead, Miss Parker. I ain't running. I ain't hiding. I'm definitely not the professor. Karen Smith. I was checking out OG Patrice channel. Y'all need to go check her out. She got some good stuff she was talking about. She ain't asked me to do that. I just told her. I didn't know she had a channel. You see me? I see you too. Hey, Miss Tiffany Bad. Tiffany Bad? Tiffany, why you so bad? She named herself Tiffany Bad. She ain't say Tiffany Good. So me and you in a romantic situation, I kiss you. I was like, Tiffany, that was bad. You wouldn't get mad? You wouldn't get mad, Tiffany? Bad? How was it? Oh, Tiffany, that was bad. Let me stop. Because that's what be getting me in trouble. She be like, yo, why'd you ain't come at me like that? Because you name yourself Tiffany Bad. Good. Good. Tiffany gonna change her name to Tiffany Good. Sean, my name is Gene Deal TV. Stop playing. Stop playing. Everybody come on. I can't get it. Then everybody come up, they members. Why you can't get it? Miss T, tell her what you put in to get my name, become a member. Tell her how you did it, Miss T. There you go, Dr. Oh, Dr. DeCosta, she put it up there. You doing it now, Sean Bean? Okay, mama. I got a meeting with MREC on Wednesday so we can get that show on and popping for the Patreon. Copper man said, give him long sentence. That ain't how you clean up. He said, that's how you clean up the street. Now, this is how you clean up the streets. First of all, you got to go to the high schools and the junior high schools. And you got to put people in those schools, in those places that give a shit about giving the kids the truth and let the kids to know the truth. See, we used to go to after school programs and we had ex people that was either been in trouble before, been in the streets before, and they got their lives together. And they was willing to tell the kids the truth and help them get their life together so they didn't have to go through some of the things that they went through. We got to get back to the community centers. Get back to the after-school programs that help the kids and stop them from hanging out and getting with the wrong crowds and the wrong people. Miss Tiffany Bad, she said, bosses, pretty gangsters, and cream de la cream. Whoa. Oui, mademoiselle. Parlez-vous français? Leave me alone, Tiffany. Bad. Yeah. Like Love No Say, back to helping the kids get, jobs after school. There's a lot of people want to work. A lot of kids want to do things. And that's the whole thing about it is they took all that stuff away from us. They even took the block parties in New York. There's only very few blocks in New York City that have block parties. We used to have, every block used to have their own block party. People get to know each other. People get to see each other. People say hello, hi. Oh, I didn't know you stayed there. Oh, okay, all right. You understand what I'm saying? They put this shit into the system and they take shit away from the system to destroy a certain people in the system. They purposely do that shit. When all the factories was close to the cities, we as people had good jobs. They take the factories across from the city and move them way out in the county, way in another city. People lose their jobs, lose their way of supporting themselves. We have to understand a lot of this shit by design, and we got to let the government know that we can't go for that. People, y'all can't go for that. You young people that's out there, you got to understand that we got to make the government tell the truth. They've been lying and for so long. But what we going to do? We got people who get there and get in power, and what they do? They don't tell the truth either. They don't tell the truth either. But listen here, man. I ain't going to hold y'all. Y'all going to see this And if y'all don't see this, y'all don't see the forest from the trees. They using the fact that this is going to be great media coverage because Ludacris was in one of the greatest and biggest franchise, the Fast and Fury, that whole franchise. Ludacris was a part of that, and Shaka being his manager and being a part of him, it all makes good for news. The politicians want to keep up that thing about going against the rappers or anybody that has anything to do with the rappers. Love No says she went a proposal to the city from the programs and met the mayor and got funded. I was trying to do a program with Chaz. We met with the black commissioner before he went to Baltimore, and I thought of a plan called Have Guns Will Travel. That if someone knew a person in law enforcement, or they had a friend or a family person in law enforcement, and they had a gun that they want to give up, instead of taking it down there to them, they can give it to the person in law enforcement, and the law enforcement person will give them that check, that money order for $250 for the weapon. I was calling it Have Guns Will Travel. Never went off nowhere because it made too much of sense. The person who was giving up the gun had never had to be seen. Yo, I'm going to talk about that truth spitter because somebody asked me to talk about that law in Chicago that's being passed. All right? I don't know if it's passed already, but I'm going to get in depth into that. All right? Just not today. DJ Kinsey, what up? Uprise. No, I don't remember Roman's Pizza on Jenner Station Road. I didn't eat pizza like that. I didn't eat pizza until I came to New York, really, and when I went to college. Couldn't afford pizza. Too expensive. Oh, I used Emo's. I ate Emo's pizza, but that was a blessing back then. Sean Bean says she don't see my name. Miss T, would you tell Sean Bean how you got on that damn, ma? Doing somebody hair or something? No, Miss T, I'm just messing with you. You don't have to show up. Something went wrong? Gotta look that up then, Sean. He arrested him doing Luda Weekend? Wow. I'm So Slept On. Houston, Texas in there. Bujetta. Yeah, Bujetta. Yes. Put the law enforcement in there. Put the law enforcement. The guys, they got the person that's ready to give a gun up. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to get in trouble. They don't want to bring their face to no place because you know how they be recording everything. Get them the check and they bring the gun in. Boom. That's it. Bray Brown, what up with you out west? Yeah, my book gonna be ready at the end of the month. It should be in Amazon at the end of the month if somebody don't buy it before that. Sign of Aquarius. People didn't get that. When the plans lined up, everything will be exposed. But anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know, man, that all this is propaganda. And when y'all see it unfold, y'all going to see that that man had every right to protect himself and the third person and the third party. When you are, unless something was wrong with his license, but the reason he got charged with that because this is what they do when you are, or they say that you have committed a crime. That means your license is no good. You understand what I'm saying? Even me as an officer, is that if I commit a crime when I have my weapon, that means that the license that I had to hold me true to my weapon, it's no good anymore. So I'm carrying a firearm. I'm illegally carrying a firearm now. All the time I was carrying a legal firearm, but once I commit that crime, it's an illegal firearm. Matter of seconds. But that's how it is. That's how they write the law. So that's why he got charged with those things. Love note, right. Your license means nothing in the commission of a crime. Sharice, what's up, Sharice? Where you been? Yeah, Mark, I'm talking about the buyback gun program, but what I was saying is that they should get people who are in law enforcement, and if you know somebody in law enforcement and you tell them that you want to sell some guns back, or they have a buyback program, you can give it directly to them, and then they give you the check, and you don't have to go into the place. A lot of people will give up a lot of guns and stuff like that, without going into the place. That's what I was saying. So, I just hope they get that shit straight down there, man. And I hope that they can make up some kind of legislation that if you are brought into court and proven innocent and you had to pay for your lawyer and stuff like that, that the state or the city who brought you into court that wasted your time should give you your money back. I think everybody should get their money back. If you had to hire a lawyer, you've been paying taxes all your life, you got to hire a lawyer, go over some bullshit that because you had a situation and it could be brought up like Shaka's situation because he's Ludacris' manager, because they know him from Ludacris, they're going to use all this shit, try to get him to make some newsworthy shit, so they want to bring him to court on that. I think that every dime he spend on legal fees, he should get it all back from the city or the state, whoever decided to bring him to court. Right, Bruce? Bruce said, your money back and some money, extra money for wasting your time. Because they definitely will do that. Mark Graves, when you go in and give up your gun, I don't know what you mean by that, Mark. They say a lot of people are rallying around Shaka. Well, I know Shaka and them personally, and he a good dude to rally around. You don't have to. Why would you have to, Wings and Mobo? Wings and Mobo say, do you double dip your chicken and eggs and yolk and flour? No, I don't do that, man. You know flour will kill you. I don't know what you mean by that. Big Gene does the Illuminati exit for rappers. Don't understand that one. Queen's DNA. What's up, mama? Well, anyway, I ain't got no stories. You know what I'm saying? I said what I said. I probably said a little too much, about the Shaka case and everything like that. Don't want to say too much out here regarding that because don't want them to ask you who you heard that from. Who told you that? Oh, what a Rashad the GOAT. That's what we were saying, man. And it's going to get like that. They don't care what side of the law, whether you the good guy or the bad guy. You understand? Motherfuckers could come in your house. Did you know if motherfuckers was coming in your house and they was running out and you shoot them and one nigga fall in front of your door, he goes right out the door and fall out, boom, you going to jail. If you shoot a motherfucker in your house, he run out the house and fall on the sidewalk, you going to jail. Better drag that motherfucker back in the house. No, don't touch the body. But that's why it's good to have the ring and all the other system in your house now. So that when something happened like that, they see it. I know a dude got his car wired, whereas that as soon as he turned on his car, he hit the automatic start on his car, the camera that goes, he got a camera, a two-way camera that shows inside his car and the outside of his car. And it records. I gotta get some shit like that. Because it's coming down to that. They don't care if you're the good guy or the bad guy. If you ain't got the complexion for the protection, you going to court. Did you hear what I said? If you don't have the protection, the complexion for the protection, you are going to court. Somebody, DJ Remarkable said, in Maryland, you better not shoot somebody if they running. That's called Tennessee versus Warner. You can only shoot somebody. You can't shoot somebody called a fleeing felon law. That's a law against shooting a fleeing felon, and the cops get away with it all the time. The cops get away with it all the time. But do you know why the cops get away with it? And I ain't want to be on this too long. It's because when them motherfuckers go to the grand jury, the prosecutor is the one who gives all the information to the grand jury. And they always giving the information in favor of the cop. That's why the grand jury never gets indicted. They never indict the cop because the prosecutor is giving the grand jury all the information, what they want them to hear. But check this out. They don't tell you that they don't have to have a grand jury indictment as a ADA or as a district attorney, as a prosecutor. They can indict the cop themselves. They don't have to go to the grand jury. And then if the grand jury say they want to indict the cop, they could just throw it out. Nah, we ain't gonna do it. Is that crazy? A lot of these cops don't get indicted because of the prosecutor is giving them little information. They didn't have the information. They didn't give up the information to the grand jury. They telling the grand jury how to vote. But y'all don't hear me though. Anyway, where we at? Brownstone, you said teach. Miss Barbie Sparkles, real deal, 1016. What the hell is wrong with you? Hot off the presses. Shaka Zulu. Yeah, man. Q Rock, I know you knew that, bruh. See, police training is not constant. When I was New York State parole officer, we had to go through the same shit every year. We had to go through deadly physical force training. We had to know the law behind deadly physical force. And you had to take the same fucking test every year. You have to go through tactical training every 6 months. Every 6 months you have to go through tactical training. So if it's raining out there, snowing, if it was wet, you still had to go through that shit. Hate it. Even though it was good and you learned a lot of shit, a lot of tricks, a lot of ways to stay alive, I didn't like it. I hated it. So in my agency, it was constantly training. When I was coming through early, we trained with the DEA. We trained with the Secret Service. And we trained with NYPD Transit. The DEA training was the best. Because they taught you shit. We did the surveillance and interrogation. That shit was good. They showed you films of actually how they do work. That shit is crazy. So, I've been here with y'all an hour, man. I hope y'all enjoyed yourself. I did. Had a lot of stuff that I had to get off my mind. And I appreciate y'all was here with me. So, I want to salute to y'all. Thank y'all for being here. This has been Big Gene from Raw Deal, The Last Big Night. And make sure, I ain't telling you my title of my book yet, but make sure when that hit, you gonna get it. All right, later. Peace.